Hello there everybody, we are at the one and only UK Bike Fit with Jen, my sister Molly behind the camera and Dan over there. Molly, you can give me a little wave. There you go.
I'm staying out.
Dan's staying out the camera, but now I'm giving him no choice. So we're here today for me to do a lactate threshold test. The last time I did this was, do you know when it was?
The end of last year.
End of last year. So we're going to see if my big ride in France has made an impact. If you've never watched this channel before and you don't know, in July I cycled 6,556 kilometres, every stage of the men's Tour de France, plus the transfers for charity. So today we'll find out if that's made me stronger or if it's tired me out and made me weaker. So we're doing a lactate threshold test and Jen's going to explain what that is because she's much better than me.
Yeah, so when we do a lactate threshold test, we're going to determine Amy's lactate turn point 1 and lactate turn point 2. So to do that, we take a little sample of blood out of your ear and we pop her on the bike, and then we basically do kind of like a ramp test, but we increase the watts by 20 watts every 3 minutes.
Okay. And
we start off really, really easy, and then it's a sub-max test. So at the end point, you'll be at a point where you kind of feel like it's starting to get hard, but not completely exhausted.
Okay.
And then your lactate turn point 1 is when you start making lactate at a higher rate than your like resting level. So underneath that is where you're working aerobically. So probably most of your ride of the Tour de France.
Yeah, I was like taking it easy. So,
yeah. And so like your lactate turn point 1 is the top of like what a lot of people call zone 2.
Right.
Although lots of people use different zones. And then your lactate turn point 2 is like your threshold. So it's when you start making lactate at a faster rate than your body can get rid of it. So essentially when you start working there is when you're doing like a hard effort. So you can't keep going at that pace for a really long time.
Okay.
But you probably found yourself nipping into that during some of the climbs, I imagine.
Definitely up Tourmalet, yeah. So for an endurance cyclist, that's what I focus on. Am I likely to have like a bigger, well, I want to have like quite a big lactate threshold 1, don't I?
Yeah, so I imagine your lactate turn point 1 is generally being quite high, and then usually endurance riders, their turn point 1 and turn point 2 are fairly close together because you don't do loads of threshold riding. But what you want to do is make sure, so your lactate turn point 1 can only get so close to your lactate turn point 2, so it's still important, even if you're endurance rider, to do some threshold sessions because you need to push that up to be able to give you enough room to keep pushing that bottom end up as well.
Which would mean I could ride faster, basically, but not be using as much, not be getting as tired.
Yeah, so your body's just more efficient working at those watts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've not done any threshold interval sessions or anything like that since before Tour de France, and it's 5 weeks since I finished, so yeah.
You'll have done some accidental ones during the Tour de France,
probably,
I'm sure.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. And what is the reason for doing this test? Like, why is it useful to know?
So it's a really simple test to do. It only usually takes us about sort of 40 minutes to an hour to do, and it determines your zones essentially. So then you know when you're riding. So when we do this test, we do both your power and your heart rate, and then we also take your RP as well.
Okay.
So you can use then when you're working out your zones for training, depending on what kind of training you're doing, you know exactly where you need to be riding. So you're not doing your easy rides too hard, you're not doing your hard rides too easy. You know that then your training is going to be effective.
Yeah.
What's also really useful is if anybody watched the video of Kyle, you can also see, you can use both your heart rate and your power data. So some days your power might be lower and your heart rate might be higher, and that can be an indication that maybe you're poorly or you're really fatigued and you need to take like a rest from training. So you can also use the numbers for that as well.
Yeah. Last time we came, Kyle did his testing and he had a cold, so it wasn't the best.
And then me and Dan had a cold.
Oh, did we really? Oh no.
Because he sweated all over everything.
Oh no, sorry about that.
That's okay.
So don't do the test when you're unwell.
But that was a really good way to show that like you can tell that he was going to be ill because his heart rate was super, super high for his power. So yeah.
At least there was one silver lining of it. It was a good video anyway. It made Kyle suffer, so that's fine. But yeah, and last time I came, my lactate threshold 1 was 200 watts and my lactate threshold 2 was 255. So
yeah, we'll see what it is today.
See what it is today.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Right, so Dan's just told me as well, after I've done this test, he's got me a surprise test, which he told me about this last week and I'm so intrigued. Is it on the bike?
It's on her bike.
On her bike. Her bike.
Her bike.
Is it inside here or is it outside?
It's outside. It's not raining.
Is it not some sort of mountain bike or something, is it?
No, it's not a mountain bike.
Okay, so I'm really intrigued.
It's not a test.
Okay, it's fun. Right, okay, so we'll do that as a little cheeky extra at the end. Also, I was just thinking, if my levels haven't improved, at least my training can stay the same watts, because my coach will use the results from this test to help with my training. So obviously if I've improved, my intervals are going to get harder. So yeah, I'm not really happy about that actually. Because next year I'm doing something really big with Kyle. We're not announced it yet. We will be announcing it early October. So training for that starts after this test basically. I've had the last 5 weeks to do what I want, eat a lot of cake and drink a lot of chai lattes. I am having one after this test actually, with my sister. That's why she's here. But yeah, then I'll start training again. So this test will really help my coach to put a plan in. Right, we're doing the lactate level. I did do a run yesterday and a really hilly ride on Sunday. So I feel like it's going to be high. What should your resting lactate be?
Under 2.
I feel like it's going to be higher than that.
I don't. When did you run yesterday?
I ran yesterday morning and then I did strength and conditioning in the afternoon.
We'll have a look. And then quite a lot of people, it'll go down and you do your warm-up anyway.
Yeah. I always found that really interesting. Remember last time it went down? Because that shows how important cooling down is, doesn't it?
And warming up as well.
What's it going to be?
1.2.
Oh, 1.2.
Great.
Hey, I'm recovered. That's actually the first time. We've done this test 3 times. That's the first time it's been
really low
below 2.
Yeah.
I'm recovering.
God, you're a good bleeder.
I know. I'm always the same.
I mean, that's good for this test, but...
Yeah.
So you're on Earth mode, so you shouldn't need to change gear.
So just stay in the same gear?
Yeah. And it'll just gradually increase to 140 and then that's when we'll start the test. Okay. So we're doing it all on exactly the same levels that we did last time, so we can see. You can compare your data.
Oh, so my target's 100,
Yeah, so it'll just, slowly ramp up to here.
Yeah.
And then over 5 minutes, and then 140 is where it starts, and then I'll do your lactate just before the end of each of those steps.
Yeah. And each one's 5 minutes?
No, 3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay. That's
3 minutes and 20 watts.
That's alright then.
Do you want the fan on?
Yeah, probably will have the fan on. That'll be nice. Right, I'm still in the warm-up at the minute. Last time I did this test, it went from 3 level what's it actually called? 3 moles or something.
Millimoles.
3 millimoles of lactate, and then it went up to 9, like within the next level. So
Big spike.
a big spike. So we'll see if that happens again today. Right, test is officially started now. Done the warm up, no messing around. 140 watts for 3 minutes to start with. Nice and easy.
Right, how are you feeling on a scale of 6 to 20?
Just like,
Yeah, 7?
yeah.
I always find it really hard to do that.
I know I do.
Yeah, 6 to 20 is just like, yeah, it's not hard. Cool, you're 1.4.
What did I start at? 1.2?
Yeah.
Got a little way to go yet then.
Yeah. Just a bit.
What did we go to? 5?
4.
Above 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1.6 now.
Yeah, smile.
Going up. Still like 8 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1.6 still. Oh, there you go.
Same. Oh, we're here all day.
Yeah, come on.
The cafe will be closed.
We're at 1.9.
Might have some water in a minute, Molly.
Okay, I'll get you something else.
Gonna feed it me. All the way.
I wanted to show chest up. Oh God.
Well, it's getting hot. Yeah, not in a good way.
We've gone up to 2.9. Not bad.
Weird, 'cause I can actually feel the lactate in my quads now.
Yeah, so you're probably around 200 still for your LP1.
My LP2 might have gone down. So I've not been doing any intervals or anything.
Yeah, we'll see. Because you were doing quite a few when we last saw you.
Yeah.
4.3.
Oh,
You're there.
well, it's definitely gone down then. Last time I got a lot higher, so
Yeah. If you want to keep going, we can do one more step to see what it does, because you won't actually do it
Definitely going to want to. Yeah, I'm fine to keep going. I'm not tired.
Yeah. Just to see how it, what it does.
Right, so we've gone past the 4. Probably that hard now.
Yeah.
We just did one more just to see what it would do. Because I wasn't feeling that tired.
Yeah, you've gone to 7.1 now.
Hey! Might as well stop now then.
We can stop. I'll turn it back down and then you can have a roll there again.
Well, I've definitely not got better. That's for sure.
Not got worse.
Might have got slightly worse.
Oh, okay.
But you know, it's the effects of the long distance.
Yeah.
We'll see the results in a minute. Or when we get home. My muscles were ready to give up before I was really.
So your body let you down.
My lactate let me down.
Yeah.
But to be fair, like I said, I've not done any intervals or anything like that.
Yeah.
I've just literally been doing easy riding in the Alps. Well, in the Alps really, it's not easy, but you know, when I was in the Alps, I wasn't pushing at the climb, so
Yeah.
it's not surprising like having probably 11, 12 weeks of no intense sessions.
Yeah.
So,
But now you've got a base of where to start it from
Yeah,
as well, so
exactly.
you could do like a block of training to see if it's
Through.
10 sessions and then come back and
Yeah.
see if it's gone up again.
right, so the test is ding dang done, as I like to say. I'll get the results when I get home and I'll come back and reveal them, but we've just found my results from last time, and it wasn't 6 months ago, it was actually a year ago.
Yeah, it was more than a year. It was July 2024 that you were last did one.
So
We've just been testing Kyle loads since then.
yeah, so I've not actually done a test, but we think that basically my lactate threshold 1 will probably be about the same.
Yeah, it looks like, so what I'll do is pop this through. We use like an online program that'll tell us the exact results, but it looks like it'll be, yeah, still around kind of 200-ish. And then your lactate 10.2 will probably be just under 240, probably like 235, something like that.
Okay, so the lactate's gone, the threshold 2's gone down.
Yeah, but that makes sense because you've not been doing any threshold work.
Yeah.
So what will probably happen, like I said, so it's kind of quite good that your lactate turn point 1 has stayed the same.
Yeah.
And again, it's like it's become closer to your LT2.
Yeah.
So what's probably going to happen is I imagine your coach will put in some threshold sessions to bring that up, because
Yeah.
then that will give that one the space to come up.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of at as close as you can get now.
Okay.
So actually it is quite like, I don't think your LT1 could have got much higher with your
Yeah.
LT2 coming down.
Okay, so that's good.
So yeah, you've done really well.
Thanks. So it basically shows that if you're not doing threshold and interval sessions regularly, you're not going to be improving that higher threshold, and
Yeah.
I've not been doing that. I've not done an interval session for at least 12 weeks, so
Yeah.
it makes
And
sense.
you were really conditioned to doing them as well, so
Yeah.
and you have been through lots as well, so
Yeah.
lots and lots of riding,
Lots
and
of
lots
riding.
of fatigue. So
Yeah.
this is also it's great to do this at the start of a new training block, because then you know your numbers are accurate. And actually, as I was saying to you before, if you'd just gone off your old numbers, then your zones wouldn't have been accurate. So actually, your training, especially for LT2, would have been too hard. You might not have been able to complete the sessions, and then you wouldn't have got out of the training what you needed to.
Yeah.
So it's the perfect time to do one is before you go into a new phase of training,
Yeah.
to make sure that actually the time you do spend training, you're getting what you want out of it.
Perfect. Yeah, because my coach is starting me a new plan from next week, so I'll get ready for that. Actually, I'm kind of glad it's, you know, the lactate 2's gone down, because my training's going to get easier now, so that's good. And when do you think I should? Because it'd be good to come back, see if my training's helped. So how long would you leave it?
So definitely not a year.
No.
Depending on what your coach has got planned for you and what other events you've got in, we kind of say like 4 to 6 months, and then you've had like time to have a good block of training. Your body can adapt to stuff. But a couple of times a year is normally, especially if you're training for something. So kind of before an event or before a good block of training, it's really good to know those numbers. So then if you're racing, you know exactly what you're aiming for in a race or doing a long event. Or if you're training, you can set your zones and you can be accurate and know, right, this is what I need to be working at to achieve whatever it is that you're wanting to get better at.
So you know your training plan's actually working, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'll probably come back maybe in December just before Christmas, because I'm thinking after Christmas might not be the best time.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe like give myself, that's like 4 months, September, October. Yeah, if you come like end of December, 4 months, and I'll see if the training works. And we'll get Kyle to come as well, because he's also going to be following a training plan.
Yeah,
so
great.
We'll come back. But yeah, when we get home, I'll get the results and we'll see what the actual numbers are, and then we'll come back again in December.
Yeah.
But before we go, Dan's got a surprise test for me to do outside apparently, so...
He has.
We'll go and find out.
Revealed.
We'll go and find out what that is. Right, we're going outside now apparently for some sort of... What is it, Dan? A test or...?
No, it's just...
A bit of fun?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, this is Molly, my sister, who's been behind the camera.
Yeah, I'm always...
Molly's a runner.
They know who I am.
Yeah, but if you've never watched my YouTube, you won't know who you are.
Yeah, but you should know who I am anyway, come on.
Molly's here because we're going to a cafe after.
Yeah,
and I've got Molly into chai latte.
You have actually.
Chai
you
latte.
still need to come to one in Loughborough because...
What is going on here? What is this? What have I got to do? I'm scared now.
This is our shopper.
Yeah.
This is your new bike.
What have I got to do?
So, we've got a little segment planned.
Oh, jeez.
And we've got a nice little leaderboard.
It's not going up that hill, is it?
It's a hill, yeah. There's a hill out there.
It's not the hill I drove down, is it?
No,
To get
no,
in?
I don't think
oh,
it's
thank
that
God.
one,
Oh, great.
This is our segment called Chopper on a Shopper.
Right.
And you're today's chopper.
Right. So I've got to cycle. I'm not going to fall off, am I? Because I'm scared.
Well, that would be on you though.
Okay.
You need to get you to sign a waiver before.
No, don't you have a waiver, don't worry. I'm not going to sue you, Dan, don't worry. So I've got to, where have I got to ride this thing?
There's a segment on, we'll show you.
Have you done it?
I've ridden up it. I've not done it on that.
Have you done it, Jen?
No.
Molly, do you want to have a go?
I don't want.
Right, okay then, well, let's do this.
Yeah.
I'm a chopper, apparently.
Yep. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm starting it.
Welcome to Chopper on a Shopper.
Welcome to Chopper on a Shopper, and today we've got Amy as our chopper, and this is our shopper. So today Amy, she's going to be riding up a segment as fast as she can and seeing how well she can do. And we've given her the best bike that we have here. It is a Marin CFS 01.2. It's got dual race power meter crank, and that's about it really.
Pump, I need it.
There's a pump, yes, and yeah, it's got some gears, a bell, and brakes. What do you think of the bike?
It's a bit of a... It looks like it's been through some heavy stuff.
It's got a history.
Yeah,
it's got a
looks,
it
looks a bit of rust developing here.
It needs a bit of therapy. This
I think
this
it
bike
does.
does,
Well,
to be honest. But I think you can
Yeah.
you can put a good time in the segment and see what happens.
I'm a bit disappointed there's no actual shopping on the back, but you know.
That's why we're sending you to go and get shopping.
Shall I come back with some, what do we want? Some fresh bread?
Bread, yeah.
Chai lattes?
Yeah. It's fine. It's got suspension as well, so they're not going to bounce it.
Oh, that's actually, I've never ridden on a bike suspension before.
Here we
so
go. Amy
here we
Cycling
go.
Adventures goes mountain biking.
Right, let's go. I'm a bit worried I'm going to come off this.
Is the saddle?
No
Does
way.
the saddle
I've not
need to go
ridden on.
down?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a bit
I think I
high.
didn't get on it.
Oh, do you notice about the saddle kick on?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's a bit high actually.
Nah, you don't need.
If I go straight on, I won't be able to touch the floor.
Don't need a bike. Luckily, it's a step through, so put that down a bit. This is precision bike
I
fitting.
can't remember the last time I rode a bike without cleats.
Yeah.
It's actually really hard to get going on a bike with no cleats.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's got a 175 crank as well.
Do
so
some
it'd be good.
balance biking to set off.
I feel scared.
Have a little ride around.
Oh, right.
How do you
I feel
change
scared.
silly?
I don't
Why
know
are you
why I'm really scared of it.
It's a normal bike.
Crawl back away.
Oh,
Yeah, so one thing, the gears, when you press them, they don't really click, so you kind of just have to feel it. Like,
they don't click. They don't work.
No, they do work. It clicks down, but then goes on feel.
I don't think I'm going to be able to change gear.
To be fair, you can just do it in one gear.
Oh, it feels weird because I'm used to pulling up. I can't pull up. Oh, I'm really
Well, just get on with it.
Oh, gee, I actually really sat upright on this.
Yeah, it's aero.
Oh,
Like the gap.
lovely.
You ready to go?
Yeah, I think I'm ready. That's not warm up. And a bit choppy actually. The gears I don't think they work, and the brakes do, but hopefully I won't need them going up a hill. So yeah, I'm not figured out how to change gear, so I'm just going to stay in the gear that it's in because I don't want to risk it.
Okay.
Can I just say that there is going to be a power meter on there, so your watts are going to be visible to the audience.
That's fine.
So
You better try
Ready for this
hard, man.
monstrosity.
yeah.
But where's the hill?
Yeah, where's the hill? Can you show me what it looks like? Where is
Still
that?
this on. The middle. I'm in the middle.
Do you want to go on these?
No, you'll be hammering it.
How do I change gear then? Oh, like that. And how do I change the other way? That one?
That one, yeah.
I feel really unbalanced.
You had a mountain bike?
No.
Mountain bike years.
Oh god, I just ran up the hill that she's cycling up. Well, actually only went halfway, so I'm waiting for her to come past. Jesus, I don't look great, but I don't know where she's gonna. I don't know when she's starting, so I'll just have to look out for her. But it goes quite steep. It goes quite far. Here she comes. Oh god. You look hilarious. It goes quite steep, you need to go for it. Yeah, go on.
How far is it?
I don't know, it's quite far. Go on, go, go, go. He's at the top. You look like you're not even trying.
I feel really I feel like a member of the royal family.
What are you so high up? How long did it take you?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Right, I'll run down.
Right, well I've done my little effort up there. Didn't really put much effort in. I don't know if I've got a line on my head, I don't know what this. But head to Crafted Cycles channel. I'll put a link in my description to see my results from that, because they are going to be doing a little competition of people that come here to do that climb. Molly doesn't want to do it.
No, it's too steep.
And I don't blame you. Hello, so it's the day after my testing. Sorry, there's a really bad thunderstorm going on out there, so if you can hear any thunder or lightning, sorry about that. So the results are in and Jem was right. So my lactate threshold 1 is now 200, which is exactly the same as it was before last year. And my heart rate when I got to that level was 141. And my lactate threshold 2 has gone down to 238.3 watts. So that's a 17 watt reduction, I think, 38, yeah. And my heart rate at that point was 157 beats per minute. So actually not that massively high of a heart rate at that point for me. I'll put the little graphs here so you can see. But basically that means that when I get past lactate threshold 1, I'm working a bit harder, but it means that my body is producing lactate, but I can get rid of it at the right speed. And according to this fact sheet they've sent me, when you're in below lactate threshold 1, your body primarily uses fats as its main fuel source. And lactate threshold 1 is the point where you see the first rise in blood lactate below your baseline. And then lactate threshold 2 is the point where blood lactate increases much faster than your body can get rid of it, which is basically when you feel that horrible burning sensation in your legs, which I normally get when I'm going up a climb. And above lactate threshold 2, your body primarily uses carbohydrates as its main fuel source. So yeah, that's it really. And my coach will now take this and use it to set my zones and set my training, because like I said, next year in about 9 months time, me and Kyle are going to be doing a big challenge, so I look forward to that. But I'm going to go back to UK Bike Fit at the end of November, hopefully, redo the test, and we'll see if I've improved or not. But like I say, I'm glad my LT1 stayed the same, because for me that's the important one. Whoa, I don't know if you can hear the thunder, but there's thunder. It would be nice to get the level 2 up a bit higher, because it would mean I can go faster without that lactate building and not being able to clear it. So it would mean I could, yeah, go faster for longer and not feel as achy. So the only thing is I did message my coach last night and he said LT2 work is really hard. So I was like, great, that's going to be fun. But you know, I love a challenge, so yeah. And then we got up to 7 steps of the test. And when I got to the last step, which was over lactate threshold 2, because we carried on a bit, I was doing 4.4 watts per kilo and my heart rate went to 167, which again actually is not, like my max heart rate I think can go to 195, something like that. So I wasn't near maximum, but yeah. Anyway, I've got to take the dog for a walk once the storm goes, so I better go, and hope that's been a helpful video. Thank you so much for watching. TT to the FN, ta-ta for now. Goodbye. Oh, and if you could tap your pinky on subscribe, that would be fab. Thanks.